So I'll just repeat for the newly arrived that they are having power issues in Epian today. Geshe texted me, and he's gonna do his best. And he was able to get in last time using the generator, so we'll hope that that's working.
So Donna, should we say some praises to the 21 Taros? Because as soon as we start, Geshe will come on.
Okay, that's good. Yes, that does seem to bring him.
Okay, let's see. Let me open something up here. Oops, let's see. Okay, so I don't have the verse of praise. I just pulled up the Tower of the Epidemics.
Mm.
So I'm just going to share that, and I'll just say it. From your sublime abode to the Potala, O Tara, born from the green letter Tam, your crown adorned Amitabha, Action Mother, Buddha's the 3 times Tara, please come with your attendants. The gods and demigods bow to your lotus feet, O Tara, you who rescue all who are destitute, to you, Mother Tara, pay homage. So if Geshe comes, will someone please say Geshe is here?
Oh yeah, I'll let you know.
Thank you. Just say it out loud. Don't text her or anything.
Okay, yeah, I'll say it out loud.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Oh, my prostrate to the noble transcendent liberator. Homage, tower, swift, heroic, eyes like lightning instantaneous, sprung from opening stamens.
This was here.
Yay.
Oh yeah, please have a seat.
Power is working tonight.
Huh?
Power is working.
Yeah, finally, after 24 hours, power came back. Oh, good morning. Yeah, good evening. Good evening, Dhamase. Good evening, Julie. Good evening, Bodhisattva Patrick. Oh, good evening, Joanna. Good evening, Chukila. Neely, good evening. Tom, good evening. Beautiful pictures, background pictures. All money mantra is money mantra. Oh, good evening, Lamula. Good evening, Denise. Yeah, that's good. How to see? Oh, good evening, Alex, Sandra, Panditji, Pati, Katrina. Buenos tardes.
Sí, sí, podemos hablar en español si quieres. Está bien para mí.
So, Katrina, I have no idea what is being said.
Yes, see, I consider knowing a language is a secret power when you know a language.
Okay. Sorry.
Secret power.
Okay, good. Good evening, Elise. Good evening, Kim.
Hola.
Good evening, Laura. Good evening, Susie. Good evening, Helen Fury. Good evening, David. Are you about to fly airplane?
I did fly just a few days ago, made a trip to Western North Carolina.
Oh, very good. Yeah. How many people? Just you?
Two of us volunteer work for Preservation North Carolina.
Oh, very good. Oh, Michael, good evening. William, sweet good evening. Oh, yeah. Oh, Ramulat, yeah, say something.
So it's on the screen now. Let's see. Gosum gupe gone chatzelo tu chati alugu tome saditun Jeirang Korwa Bardule Dola Kolo Korwadang Jan Chu Chen Pono Sashi Perki Jushin Metog Tamri Rabnishi Ni Degen Padi Sange Jindu Migdeua Idokundam Dag Shinla Chepashok Jetsun Lama Tampa Kenam Kichukukala Kense Chujintri Jita Sampe Dujet La Shakecheki Charpawap to Sir Idam Guru Ratamadalakam Niryatayami.
Sanje Jodong Zonje
Namla,
Chanchong Bandong Mane
Dagi
Dage Chushe Jebe Sonan
Lola Benchu Sange tu Basho,
Sanje Chudong Sonje
Saki
Chudong
Namla, Janchu
Bandong
Badu
Bandong
Yaksuchi, Dagi Chun
Dage Chushe Jebe Sonan
Lola Benchu Sange tu Basho,
Sanje Chudong Sonje
Saki
Chudong
Namla, Janchu
Chanchong Bandong Dane Jansong
Dagi Chun Yengi Pesunamgi, Lola Benchu Basho.
So last, is this the like third Wednesday class on Kama Biding? Lamula, is it the third class? Class
This
1,
is
2, 3, 4
this is the fifth one.
on Kama Biding?
Yes.
Oh,
Geshe.
the fifth one. Oh. Particular name of the text composed by Maitre Buddha. Let's go.
The ornament of the Mahayana Sutra,
No, them another one.
distinguishing the middle from extremes.
Is distinguishing
Yeah, the middle from the extremes.
the middle from the extremes. So I'm not sure, like so in Tibet it's called Uda Namje, Shin Namje, Uda Namje. Then of course one is Uttara Tantra. That's the one. So then ornament of killer realizations and ornament of minor discourse. These are one set called Jenamani. Two set of ornament. Is usually a short way to call. Two for the sake of knowledge. Two set of ornament. What that means, two set. When you talk about the 5 texts composed by Maitre Buddha, short way to say two ornament refers to ornament of killer realization, ornament of minor discourse. So now the second two is Jet number ni. So I'm not sure what to say, like two set of distinguish. Namje, distinguishing the one you just said, extreme from middle way.
The middle from the extremes, yeah.
Yeah, distinguish middle from extreme. Let's go Namje. Like you could say the short way to call it like to distinguish. There's two of them. One is like distinguishing middle from the extreme. Then another one called Chuyin Namje, distinguishing emptiness. What's another one?
They translated a lot of different ways, Geshe, distinguishing Dharma and Dharmata, or distinguishing.
Yeah, that's the problem. There's many translations. That's the problem. So, what's another one called Chuyin Namje, distinguishing emptiness.
Phenomena and pure being, or Dharma and Dharmata, or Dharma and pure nature, or I've seen a lot of translations.
Anyway, so that's English problem, not Tibetan problems. So, so that English speaking people need to solve the problems, not Tibetan speaking people. Anyway, J number need to distinguish, two ornament. One is Uttara Tantra, that's the on Gyulama. Anyway, so then like So then out of two distinguish, one that we just said is like distinguishing middle way from extreme.
Yeah.
In that text, how many chapters? 5 chapters. For a second, because now last 5 Wednesdays we spent on Kama Body meditation to make sure that you store everything here. So then you don't need book when you go. So very much hope that you remember the instruction by heart. So which for the reference, I study Kama Body meditation based on the material of the text, which text distinguishing middle way from extreme. How many chapters? 5 chapters. Among those 5 chapters, which chapters? Chapter number 4. That's where material would explain 5-fold 8 adjustment. That's what I learned last 5 weeks. So why so big deal? You may have interest. You may have you are maybe very enthusiastic. Say power of knowledge. Without that, so then right instruction. That's why it's a big deal. Right instruction. Okay. Well, distinguishing middle from extreme, this text within the Utah, which has 5 chapters. Chapter number 4 is called the chapter of antidote. If that's necessary to set very clearly. Chapter of antidote is called chapter of antidote. In that chapter, so then material would explain 5 folds, 8 adjustments, how to achieve Kama Bhajing, or like how to for the oh yeah, so that's it's okay. So write it down. Next time you say, I study Kama Bhajing meditations based on which text, material with the text, or material with the taught 5 texts, which text, distinguishing extreme, middle way from extreme. Which chapter that material would explain? Chapter number 4, what is called chapter of antidote. That's what it's called. Then which line? Then you give them opportunity to create merit. You just read entire chapter. So see, like even knowledge that you need to put work, experience, of course. Knowledge don't just come, just rise. You put effort. So that's why people become educated. They become scholars. They become well. I say learned. That's how somebody become learned. Put effort. Like same experience, realizations. No effort, then it's hard. Well, so then which instructions that you learn? So then Nyabangabo 5 folds, 8 adjustments. What are the 5 folds? Oh, just wait a second. I need to open my book. I need to look at my note. Just wait 1 second. That's like you may not able to look at your note wherever you go. So right now it's kind of convenient. You can look at the note and then eventually, so it's hard. 5 antidote, 5 folds. What are 5 folds?
Laziness.
Anybody? Yeah. Please just remember, as I say. Yeah, some of you know this is not quiz. It's not a quiz, but I very much hope that everybody put some effort. That at least to remember the instructions. To remember. So then all the time that we spent together has not been, like just. Yeah, I think that the whole purpose, my point is the progress needs to be made. Progress, whatever ways, intellectually, experience-wise, intellectual-wise, the progress needs to be made. This is the best time to make with human form. Without this form, impossible. You cannot learn. If we have wish to learn next life, better to learn now. So then you can hope, continue. You can hope to meet Lama Tsongkhapa teaching, continue the next life. So okay, just I say, next time if somebody asks, can you please explain Kamabadi method? You can say yes, I can explain. So don't need to look at the note, anything. You remember everything by heart. You just go there. Say. So then meanwhile, then like every day, like at least like few sessions, if not 15 or 18 sessions, like at least few sessions to think. To analyze mindset. Our minds, your own mindset needs to be analyzed at least few times a day. Otherwise, it's just become mere knowledge. So not much different than knowing how to make pizza. Never made one, just learn. Never made one. Then it's just like that. It's like this is the best. This is the best form. If you want to learn, this is the best form. If you want to experience something, this is the best form to do. So that's my point. Okay. So yeah. So then you can say, oh, I did study Kamabadi meditation based on Meteor Buddha text with Geshe Gelek. So now advantage. Now I remember all these stuff. I remember by heart, like this. I remember. Oh, something to show. Very good. Something to show. So now 5 for 8 antidotes. So that's how the class should be wrapped up. That's how the class should be wrapped up. You have something to you have something now. You receive something. You got something rather than just what's next. Blah 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 blah. What's next? Go back. What do you remember? Nothing. So then it's just like there could be past time like this, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Then it's kind of like not the best. So you put effort, you put some effort, I put effort, everybody put effort, then everybody make progress. Okay, so there's the point. It's not a quiz. It's not a quiz. The point is to at least to show something that you study, show something, then nothing. Yeah, so then 5 faults.
Forgetting the object was one of them.
There's a second one. Third.
Thinking mind and excited mind.
Very good. Oh, very good. Sumji. Third. Fourth.
Non-adjustment.
Fifth.
Over adjustment.
Very good, very good. So that's the best offering. Best offering. See, that's the best offering. Yeah, that's the best offering. Very good. So So now antidote, 8 antidote. Laziness, so now laziness antidote. How many antidotes?
3. There are 3 for laziness.
Now,
There's knowing the benefits, good qualities of firm single-pointed concentration. It helps you to develop tantra, especially for that purpose or because of the importance of that. And then once you have firm single-pointed concentration, then you develop common and uncommon siddhis or attainments and realizations of the path. You subdue your disturbing thoughts. Those are the benefits of laziness, the adjustments for laziness.
how many antidote? Say 3 or 4? 4.
Oh, 4.
4.
So once you know the benefits, right? Yeah, once you know the benefits, then you have this yearning and wishing for single-pointed concentration. And then once you develop this yearning and wishing, then you develop effort and perseverance because you want to attain that. And then once you attain that, then you get the result.
Okay, yeah.
Which is
Cause and result. 3 cause, 1 result. That means 4 antidote.
Right.
Actual antidote is the last one. Last result is the actual antidote for the laziness. But those 3 causes, why it's called? Because cause of the last one is a result, pliancy. When you look at the material of the text, there's like stanza, neda, tell a never the Judah Devunidos. So you can memorize. But you cannot memorize in Tibetan, but neda, tell a never the Judah Devunidos. Judah ne tell a never Jud. So then there's a way to remember. If you can't remember, there's like what you call, there's the media of the text read. So there's like stanza. There's also like stanza for the 5 folds, Lelota, Damana, Jeda, Chinda, Gobata, Dimitri, Jeda, Chinda, Gobatas. So there's 8 antidote, there's like stanza. So that's probably, if you memorize, so then that's how to keep it fresh in your mind. So, so there's 4 antidotes for laziness. So then the first one, please say the first antidote.
Faith.
All right. Faith. So explain please faith, what faith means.
Like you've looked at the practice and you have conviction that it will actually be of benefit.
Today, anybody else? You did it, but actually the seeing the benefit. Thing is you did it, but seeing the benefit of the thing is the hazard. Anybody remember how it's been explained in the text? First antidote. So it's a good to probably when we do the class, it's also good that you come to class, listen from me. Then it's good to also read. So then maybe there's explanation. Maybe there's a better English there, better English. Otherwise, probably you remember it now. Probably what I said. Thing is, you do it. What is required in order to have interest? How the interest has been generated? Interest. what it is required to you to have interest. Oh, I'm very interested. Or how you say I'm very interested. What interest is generated by what interest? So there's first one called Teba is literally called faith, but means seeing the benefit, right? Chugila, that's what you said, seeing the benefit,
Yes, Geshe.
seeing the benefit of single point meditations. Second one called Dumba. How they say in English? Dumba.
Aspiration.
No, aspirations or aspirations. Dumba. So that makes sense because now your aspirations. What that means you.
It means you wish to do it. You have the desire to do it.
Okay, you wish to do it. Yeah, that's good. So then the third one.
Enthusiasm.
Yeah, enthusiasm, then like effort, enthusiasm, right? Enthusiasm, effort. That's good. Enthusiasm, effort, that's good. Last one is called pliancy, result, right? Result. How many pliancies? There's physical and mental. But there's orders like which one you achieve first? Physical, then mental. Solution is simple. Solution is simple. Sorry, first mental pliancy, so then physical pliancy. Okay, first mental pliancy, then physical pliancy. Happiness wise, first physical happiness, then mental happiness. Opposite order. For the sake of knowledge, good to remember like first physical happiness wise, first physical happiness, then mental happiness. Pliancy, first mental pliancy, then physical pliancy. Okay, that's very good. Oh yeah, so so now the second fault. And somebody already said that. So second fault is like
Forgetting the object.
Forgetting the object.
Forgetting the object. What is actually is called, look at, it's very important, please, for you to look at the Metteyya Buddha text. Don't just rely on my word, because my word is coming from Metteyya Buddha text, but I think it's important for you to see the text for yourself. The text, I think, is translated. No? Maybe find out if there's 5 Metteyya Buddha texts, are they translated into English or not? Find out. If yes, then like distinguish middle way from extreme. That text explain 5-fold antidote. Make sure it's there. Don't just rely on my word. So then when you read, then this is good to know. So then at least has the Metteyya Buddha's teachings, at least Metteyya Buddha teachings, which is like future Buddha. Okay, so maybe you'll find out, that can be your homework, find out so that you can read. Okay. Then the lot and the Damga is called like in the Metteyya Buddha text is called forgetting instructions. That's how exactly it's worded. Forgetting instructions. So what that means? It means losing. What it means? It means losing object. Losing object. What it means losing object? So now, for example, here, this is object. See, clock. Just example. You close your eye. Do you see? That's just example. Yeah, second. You see, second. After that, if you no longer see, you lose the object. So that's what it means, losing object. It doesn't mean like forgetting the instructions of the meditations, okay? Makes sense? So what is the antidote?
Mindfulness.
Oh, very good. Recollection of the object. It's not any kind of mindfulness. You could remember so many things, but if you don't remember object, then it doesn't matter. It's not like any kind of mindfulness. It's like that's why this particular mindfulness, even the text that describes three characteristics. The one is to remember object. Object is now for you, for example, is the Buddha. It's not like remembering cheesecake or like whether you turn off the stove or not. That's not object. Object here is the Buddha. You may have different memory, but that recollection, the particular recollections that associate with the object that you choose for Kamabhati meditations or to improve your single point abilities. So that object. So remember that's why it's called particular recollections, okay? So what is mindfulness, or what is the difference between recollection and mindfulness? Same? So anyway, I just wondering, it's okay, so maybe obstacle for the mindfulness meditation here. So now, see, before there's no will. So now when you lead meditation, you have to explain why you have no desire to meditate, why you have no interest. Just explain step by step, So now you are kind of excited, at least like a desire to meditate. So now you have object, choose object. So now you forget object. So now what do you need? You need to remember that object again. Bring it back. At the beginning, you look this, for example, just look at close. Technical term, you could say, or remembering the watch, depends on the meaning generality of the watch. What do you mean meaning generality? This kind of sounds very fancy word. It means mental image. You have mental image that you have seen something, you have mental image, that's how you remember. When you remember something, you are not seeing that object directly. You are seeing that object indirectly. You are corresponding with this object indirectly, not directly. Directly you saw that imprint. Now you have mental image. That's object. So you are not trying to see through eye. You're trying to see through mind. Just staring object 1 hour, that's not going to help. Kamabhati is not achieving on eyes. Kamabhati you achieve just within the mind. Of course, you look at object, and some may say, okay, you just stare at object. But that's probably not going to happen. Like that, you are trying to see in the mind, mental eye, not this eye. So that when it goes out, then you lose object. First, you don't have object. First, you have not desire. Now you have desire. You overcome laziness. Now you choose object. Now you object. Now you lost that object. What I should do? You have to remember again. Means bring it back. Okay. So mi bajaba majuda. Lelota namana jetang. So see, this is very beautifully designed. If anybody put some effort, you will make some progress. Whether like few sessions, 15 sessions, 18 sessions, short. So like it's beautiful design. People do make progress. So now and we all talk of object, there's many different objects you can choose, but actually suggest that you choose the more suitable for your mind. So then these things you can read. So need to educate. So now the third. So now what happens? Now this is very practical. It's designed based on practical. Now what happens? Two things happens. Maybe three things happens. Now you learn how to, you learn 7 sitting positions. You learn how to sit properly. Then it's also like, oh, I did learn 7 sitting positions. Did you ever sit? No. That's like kind of like, like it's not, it's like a sad thing to hear. So now you learn 7 sitting positions. Now you learn object. Now you meditate. So now what's going to happen? It's going to happen that you may not remember your object. Don't get devastated. Just bring it back. It happened to everybody. It's not just, don't think that, oh, that's the only thing that happened to me. Not true. It happened for everybody. It's not going to be crystal clear, be there all the time. Minute you choose object. No, that's not going to, that's not how you make progress. Then there's no progress. Now you choose object, then what happens? You may forget object, bring it back. If you need to look at object again, just look. The object is not going to charge you money for looking the second time. Just look. So now, wow, I could see. That's quite amazing. I could see. Oh, like I could not see a very long time. That's not going to happen. At the beginning, that's not going to happen. That's the part of the process. It's not like, oh, I'm the only one. No. You have to understand. You have to understand in the beginning, you can't see the object long time. No. Beginning is like almost like that. Just rejoice. Even just that. It only happened like this. Few seconds here, a few seconds. Just rejoice. Stop. Happy. I can see. I can see my object. Just stop. When you say, I can see, stop. Do it again. So I cannot see, push. Then like you end up meditation with a disaster. You end up with, there's not heavy ending, there's like kind of like sangche, like when you meet some friends, oh, you have very good conversations, haven't seen in a long time, and you kind of departed with these nice conversations. It kind of makes you want to see that friend again. If your conversation with miserable, You don't want to see that person again. Same, if meditation ends with, if you depart with the meditation with dissatisfaction mind, that become obstacles to do meditation again tomorrow. What that means you are not doing skillful way. You're being skillful. When you see, oh, stop. In the beginning, you are not worrying about the continuations, just to see the object. That's all, just to see the object. You can't worry everything. Oh, I'm going to think about all the 9 stages now in the beginning of the first stage. How are you going to do? Well, I want to do everything now. Well, I want everything now. That's not going to happen. So now, okay, just you see object, stop. If you need to do this 19 times a day, good. Just do 19 times a day, 3 times a day. See the object, stop. Do it again, see the object, stop. Oh, I can see, just push and push and push. Then you are having bad conversations with your Kama body meditations. Then you depart with the Kama body meditation with the bad conversations that you don't want to see again. You don't want to have another conversation because you remember last conversation ended very badly. Similar, you don't want to do the meditation because the last meditation was disaster. It ended very badly because you are not being skillful. Can you imagine that, thinking about the Tara or any whatever object you choose. If you choose Lama Tsongkhapa image, Shakyamuni Buddha, Tara, then can you imagine remembering that at least 18 times a day? That's what kind of karma they're going to create. Seeing his Holiness image 18 times a day, or Buddha's image or Tara's image 18 times a day, what kind of karma they create? Seeing it happily, first time, stop. Next time, want to see again, eat very happily, third time. Imagine that. So the first just so now when you able to see object a little bit, what happens now? What happens here? Now there's a couple of things happens. Stabilities within the object, clarities, how clear you see the object, energy. There's a couple of things happen. Down the road, slowly, one by one, slowly. Before there's no wish, now you have wish to meditate. Now you have object. A few steps ahead, you have object now. Now you're happy that you're seeing your object, happy. Seeing 18 times a day, 2 minutes, happy. And departing and ending the meditation with happy mind and wanting to do it again tomorrow. Slowly. Then stabilities. That's how you say stability. Being on the object. So make pretty good progress. So now then, Chinda Greta Tobata, then the Lotan Damgan Jedan. So now the third fold.
Excitement and sinking mind. Excitement mind.
Oh, very good. So yeah, so count 1. Chinda Greta Tobata. So that you do review meditation. That's how you will remember all of that. You doing review meditations. You remember all of that. So now, sinking mind, excitement mind. Need to study. First need to study. What is thinking mind? What is excitement mind? What is wandering mind? Need to study. All of them study. Need to learn. Thinking mind caused by what? Mukpa. Heaviness in the body, heaviness in the mind, cause thinking mind. Need to understand everything. Oh, this is onion, this is tomato, this is garam masala, this is called salt. This need to study. So then probably can cook. Thinking to make maybe butter tea, not knowing which is salt, which is sugar, in the putting sugar, there's going to be disaster. So that's it's not butter tea is going to be sweet tea with the butter. Need everything needs to be clearly understood, seen. Oh, now heaviness in the mind and the body cause thinking mind. Thinking mind. Thinking mind grows subtle. No need to look at book. Remember here. Remember. By reading instructions and doing review meditations few times on the instructions, review meditations, the best, memorizing the text and then remember. Light goes on, light goes up, doesn't matter. You don't need books. You can just sit. You don't need anything. You just sit. Can be beach on the mountain, riding a horse, riding a car, riding a bus, airplane. All have here. You just nobody sees. So benefit, a lot of benefit. So then Kulmuba, heaviness in the mind, the body cause thinking mind. So now thinking mind. What is the antidote?
Introspection.
Yeah, the children here remember all of them. Children remember pretty much by heart. It's like you don't hear, but she's saying that. So introspection, of course, Shijin. What is introspections? It's like spy, checking. It's like spying on something. Here, spying on what? Spying on thinking mind and wandering mind. Checking. Okay. Shijin. So then, next time you can say, oh, I really study Kamabhati meditation very well with Geshe Gelek based on Medri Buddha text. So now this is the result. I remember this, that. Good. That class been productive one. Class been productive one. And if you remember by heart, so that's the best form of offering you can ever offer to meet your Buddha and all the Buddhas and Bodhisattva. So that's the best form of offerings. So then when you make offering, you can offer that. You can offer all your this instruction, remember by heart. You can offer that. You can transform that into then, according to Guru Puja, whoever needs water, you can transform it into water, So it includes realization, measure, all of that, intellectual knowledge, realization, all of that, okay? So, so now meditating or have object meditating. So now, am I seeing object clearly? Am I on the object? Yes. Am I seeing the object clearly? Yes. No. Energy, is energy same as the beginning or is getting deteriorating or diminishing? If it's diminishing, subtle thinking mind is about to rise. Subtle thinking mind is about to rise. Or you are about to lose your grip. Now the energy, the power of your grip is now losing it up. What do you need to do? How do you say? Squeeze.
Grip.
Yeah, make your grip a little bit tighter. Beginning, good. Are you holding? Yes. Holding tightly? Yes. After 5 minutes, are you holding? Yes. How's energy? The same as before? No, maybe it's like now getting, it's kind of diminishing. What that indicate, what you need to be aware, subtle thinking mind is about to rise. That's what you need to do, make it tight, make it tight. Mhm. Am I seeing my object? Yes. Are you there? Yes. Seeing clearly? Yes. Energy diminishing. Need to make it a little bit tight. Mm. Mm. Isn't it? Gross thinking mind. Children, gross thinking mind.
Gross thinking mind.
Oh,
Wondering what.
what is the gross thinking mind?
When you have the stability, but your clarity is not good.
Mm. Nature la certain all that. Am I on the object? Yes. Am I seeing the object? Yes, that means same thing. Seeing object. We are not talking about eye, we are talking about mind. Are you seeing the object? Yes. Same thing. Are you on the object or seeing object? Same thing. Are you seeing the object? Yes. Is it clear? No. Does that make any sense at all? I shouldn't say it makes sense based on experience. Huh? Does it make sense? Does it make sense? Somebody asked, are you seeing clock? Are you seeing the table clock? No, not through eye, not through eye, mind. Are you seeing? Let's say yes. Are you seeing it clearly? Does that make sense? I was wondering, seeing, but it's not clear. Is it clear? No. Can you say I see, but it's not clear?
Yes.
Yes. Oh.
Right, so it's fuzzy.
Yeah, fuzzy or not clear. So yeah, fuzzy. So then, what happens? Gross mind, gross thinking mind. When that happens, oh, happens. Half awake, half sleep can really tell. Can really tell. Half sleep, half awake can really tell. Still like seeing object, but it's not clear. So it makes sense. All those things need to take in considerations in order to make your meditation productive. Am I seeing object? Yes. Is it clear? No. Need to call spy. Introspection. Need to call spy. Need to call spy. Need to be awake. Spies need to look around. Something's happening. Somebody's stealing something. If the thief is like within the family member, then it's become more problems. If thief is within the family, then it's become more problems to recognize. Yeah. So then, what that means, thief is within the part of family. Oh, subtle thinking mind, thinking that's like some kind of Singaporean meditations. That's within the family. Basically, you are focusing on something that's not concentration. It's like subtle thinking mind. You could stay on there a long period of time till you cease your breath. Till you cease your breath. Your breath could cease. Breathing could cease. You're still on that. Turns out it's just subtle thinking mind. Nothing more. No?
Spaced out.
Yeah, you're 100%, you're 100% spaced out, spacing out on this subtle thinking mind. So that's tip within the family. Because you are trying to meditate, and the subtle thinking mind act like single pointed, and you think that's single pointed. No, it's the thief. There's a thief. Okay, I'm going to meditate, visualizing something. Am I seeing the object? Yes. Is it clear? No. Gross thinking mind. Gross thinking mind? Okay. Oh. Second question again. Are you seeing clearly? Yes, now. Yes. Are you seeing? Yes. Seeing clearly? Yes. Energy. Slowly, slowly going down. Now again, awake, need introspections, and need to look like tiny fish in the water without disturbing your meditations. Navigate. Mayo tangbe chu nandos. Mayo tangbe chu. Still water, clear, still water. Concentration, meditation. Tiny fish. Introspections, checks, without disturbing the water. Make sense? Oh, that's good to remember. Seeing, not seeing clearly, gross thinking mind. Seeing clearly, energy diminishing, need to. What do you mean diminishing? For example, grip. It's now losing up, needs to be tight, needs to be tight. How somebody can explain? Not really. You are the one who's holding it. You can tell. It's like hard or less energy, more energy. You are the one who can tell. Oh, this energy, it will never drop. No, I don't have to put that much energy. I'm not going to break this. No, just hold. You are the only one. That means you are the one who's experiencing, can tell. There's so much you can say in the word. So this is, isn't it? No, what time? How much time? How much time we have?
25.
About 25 minutes.
Next time we have enough people who could lead shamatha meditation on based on the material of the text. If everybody remember instruction by heart, so there won't be shortage of the meditation leaders. So that's how you share. Then if you have some experience, that's the most wonderful things. because you have done meditations, not just one time, many times. Now you have something to talk about based on your experience. And that your knowledge has been, you tested all the knowledge that you have, you've been tested them. Then you have confidence. The Lord said, I'm going to jetang chinda gabatang so dimi chetangs. Fourth fault. Not applying antidote. That means, not. Are you seeing? Yes. Are you seeing very clearly? No. Are you going to do something? No. Do nothing. No, that's a fourth fault. Are you seeing? Yes. Seeing clearly? No. What are you going to do? Do nothing. No, that's the fourth fault. So that's number 5.
Is it over applying?
Yeah, over applying. Are you seeing? Yes. Are you seeing it clearly? Yes. How's your energy? Good. Still like the introspection, going here, going there. Oh, that's too much. You just need to be neutral. You just need to be neutral. Duje tanyam. Duje tanyam. Duje tanyam. Immeasurable equanimity. There's many equanimity. This is one of them. Duje tanyam, seme tanyam, immeasurable equanimity. Duje tanyam. So there's many equanimity, many different kinds of equanimity. This is one of them. Duje tanyam. So you do. Are you seeing? Yes. Seeing it clearly? Yes. Oh, did you lose? No. If you lose, yes. Gross thinking mind. Gross thinking mind. If you lose, if you say, did you see? No. That means gross thinking mind. No. Gross excitement mind. You lost object. We just talk about thinking mind now. Are you seeing? No. What happened? Gross excitement mind. Gross excitement mind. Are you seeing? Yes. There's no, the excitement mind is not there. Then, are you seeing? Yes. What are you doing? Maybe seeing simultaneously, maybe thinking about banana bread. Can you do that? Seeing the object and same time think about banana bread. Can you do that? Yeah. That's what's that. That is subtle excitement mind is about to take place. Your elephant is about to invite by banana bread. So your elephant is about to invite you by banana bread. So now it's like you are accepting invitation or not, going back and forth. Once you accept invitations, then you don't see object, you lost object, gross thinking mind, then meditation finish. See? Without losing an object, thinking about something else. That's subtle thinking mind, subtle excitement mind. Gross excitement mind, you ask yourself, are you seeing the object? No. Finish. The meditation is finished. Especially talking about evening, things like that, probably that's not the best time. Time-wise, it's not the best. Not the best. Time-wise, not the best time. Because everything is concluded by thinking mind. Everything is the evening. So that's natural. That's why the best time to meditate is the morning. Evening is not the best time. Everything's kind of slowly. coming back from the office and going to home. Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought, oh, so, see, so then next time, so maybe before the next has now one thing is very important to understand why we are going this again. This is something that we have to remember. If you don't remember, if you just heard one time, don't use, then it's completely waste of time. Don't always please think about what's new. What I already heard this. The question is how well you heard. How well? Not that you already heard that. What are you going to do? Something heard, something new. What are you going to do? Question is what are you going to do? Oh, don't I just want to hear. Not it's important. Productive class. Oh, this class was very productive. I have something to show. I have something to show now, rather than show nothing. You just read, so that's good. So next time, then remember by heart. Okay. Gross thinking mind, if you don't see the object, gross thinking mind, gross excitement mind. Oh, okay. With seeing, remember about to think about something while you are seeing the object. What that means need to be basically excitement mind is part of the attachments. Only wonders about like how is you may all of a sudden remember seeing something or reading something or something about like opera, some song or like Rolling Stone, Beatles, Rolling Stone, Beatles. All of a sudden you remember you're carried out by Rolling Stone, carried out by Beatles, carried out by some kind of drama you've been watching. That's called thinking mind. Wonder can be not necessarily by attachment, can be by anger, can be by virtuous thought. All of a sudden thinking about making offerings, clouds of offerings while you are meditating, come abiding. All of a sudden thinking about clouds of offerings, wonder, the virtuous thought. Or maybe like remembering something that happened in your life, somebody give you very mean look, anger, could be anger. Excitement, mind, only attachment. Then you say, why you don't count both of them there? Yeah. So there another one, excitement mind frequently happen and it kind of lasts a long time. It goes on and on. I'm not sure how many songs in the Rolling Stone, just goes on and on. So other mind, virtuous thought, it just goes on and on. That's good news, but actually it doesn't go on and on. Anger can go on and on. It will eat up all your energy. Maybe you'll die. Just being angry like solid 5 minutes, that's hard things to do. Because there's so much energy. So maybe something will die. That's like anger cannot go on and on like that. Attachment can go on and on without much problem. So virtuous thought going on and on, that's good things, but actually it won't go on and on unless you are very familiar. So then anger, so that's why they don't count there. Wonder mind don't count there. Why? Because period-wise it's short. It only goes on short time. But it doesn't happen very often. We haven't opened then this the excitement mind happen all the time. all the time you're carried out by like some kind of song. You remember going to that like garden to see the flower. It goes on all over. Yeah, so then when you awake, so then you realize, oh, you've been gone quite a long time, going quite a long time comfortably. Forget the object like that. Okay. Oh. So that's good. So maybe next Wednesday. So you know, what's important now here? What is gross thinking mind? What is subtle thinking mind? What is gross excitement mind? What is a subtle excitement mind? What is the antidote? Oh, remember all of that, all of that, all of that. So then meditate. How long? Short. Your first time, short, very short. When to stop? When you feel good. Basically, heavy ending, heavy ending. Chesang, Chesang, Tibetan called Chesang, heavy depart, heavy depart, depart happily. How long? Short, short. How many? Many, many, many. Oh, I see Tara, very happy. Tara, stop. Do it again. Short, short. Sit slowly, slowly. That helps you to build stability. That helps you to build the stabilities. Short, many, many short. Can you do? Am I able to do? Yes, of course. Just try. You'll know whether you qualify or not. Just try. How many? Don't say that I don't have any. If you say I have zero mental image, oh, that's very good news. It's not like you have. We have many mental image, don't we? Yeah. Yeah, we have many mental image. Don't say I don't have mental image. That's not true. You do have mental image. Now you choose. Now you make one. So that's like okay. So then, please, this week try. Next time, that's what you teach. If somebody say, teach, come about it, you know, yes, you do know. Indeed. Okay, so then try every day a little bit. Okay, so then class is productive. Every second we spend together is meaningful. Okay, then you make progress. Okay, thank you very much. So now we'll stop here. So maybe now, otherwise, really come about it take place. Otherwise, tomorrow is Thursday, so a lot of you have to go to work. Okay, so oh yeah. Okay, so everybody have a wonderful night. So then hopefully next week you'll be achieve Kamabading. Oh yeah. Yeah, Lamala, then show dedication. So thank you very much and have a wonderful night. Okay.
Okay. Kewadinu Sange Tukyune Tochi Kyan Maluka Deisa Shok Janchi Sencho Rinpoche
Panam Chejo.
Kewanya Kame Paya Gone Gandu Kawa Shok Jumper Power Jita Kem Kudu Zambaya Teda Kungi Dochi Gewadidan Tamchirabtuno. Gandira we korwe shinkaji. Dandewa mala shingwene. Kere sigwan tenzing yatsoi. Shape sita baru tenyochi. Yonu iya nala wang shortu. Awatari.
Awatari Temba Rabzo.
No sangele de ton le pelsho. Joshua Gangula Masoade. Tubsu Janjin Jangun Gale. Tenzin Pewe Kunsudo Hoze. Choksum Kuwele Kunturu. Adok so duje gundu japten sho. O kobela tutarema tutare shigedo turena wa nambundo dumayu chapselo. Tare tu re so ha. 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 Tare tu ha.
Damasi, so I was wondering, like, is this possible right now? A lot of people working from home.
Yes, Geshe.
The evening class, usually every evening everything's kind of closing down. Everything, so it's like classes kind of like, so it's not the. I was wondering, like, why we are doing the Wednesday class evening.
Just because we always have, Geshe. I don't know if people are still available during the day because they're working, but we could certainly ask if people can do it during the daytime.
Yeah, so maybe if you don't mind to ask them around the morning or like after, doesn't have to be afternoon, it's morning, because it's better, minds are more fresh. So the evening, everything's now coming back to the office. So now it's
Okay.
evening is closing ceremony. It's not opening ceremony. So I was wondering, like, Wednesday morning or maybe why, like, I'm not sure, like, why we do class in the evening. So Wednesday, so that was there. So when I come here, when I come there, so I'm not sure, like, it's like part of the tradition, I'm not sure. So anyway, you ask, Thomas, if people there, like most people who are coming to Wednesday class, if they're available in the morning, makes sense to do it in the morning. So then, some people, they always show up. Some day, few days show up, then few class they don't show up, few class they show up. So then that's not very common. So that happens all the time. Majority of the people, if they can come witness the morning, so that's much better. Everybody's mind is more fresh. Like Sunday. Okay.
So if everyone would please email me and let me know if you can swing Wednesday mornings. Let me know either way, if it's good for you or if it's bad for you. Thank you.
Okay, everybody, good night, and
thank you.
See you 2025. All the got the horse.
Oh.
Oh yeah, okay, good night. Yeah, good.
Good night,
Thank you,
Geshe.
Geshe. Good night.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, good night.
Thank you, Geshe.
Oh yeah, good
Thank you,
night.
Geshe.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Geshe.
Oh, yeah.